Now, I don't like this content creator, not because of the stuff that he talks about, but because of how he speaks in all of his videos, because you know it's not natural. But I'm going to cover this video because what he's talking about is very important, and it needs to be called out because too many people act like this is okay, and it's not.
People have started to celebrate after finding out that Chuck Norris has passed away. Yeah, I'm not kidding. So as all of you likely know, earlier today was announced that Chuck Norris passed away at the age of 86. Well, that has caused many people all across social media to actually celebrate after finding out about this news because Chuck Norris's political views did not match theirs.
And that's a problem. I just did a video on TikTok about this woman who talked about all the, quote, messed up stuff Chuck Norris did. And she said he married a 15-year-old. I was able to do a quick Google search and find out that was a complete lie. And that he was racist and homophobic. And I was able to do a quick search and say that was a lie. But she was just listening to her comment section, which is, of course, filled with a bunch of extremist progressives. Not progressives, but extremist progressives who hate Donald Trump, so therefore they hate Chuck Norris, so therefore they're going to spread these lies. And I want to make it very clear. I don't care if you don't like Chuck Norris, and I don't care if you don't like his political views. You have every right. But the moment you start spreading absolutely disgusting, defamatory lies that you can be sued over, that's where things get to be an issue.
Now, I'm not going to be showing any of the actual posts in my video at all because I just feel like a lot of the posts are just taking things way too far.
And I can totally respect that. I'm probably not going to be doing that either. But it exists. I mean, just imagine the same type of people that celebrated Charlie Kirk's passing, his assassination, and those are the types of people that you can picture in your head. It's not that difficult to picture. There really doesn't need to be any proof when it's so widely available how these people acted when Charlie Kirk died.
And I just feel like that is not something I should be showing in my video, people celebrating someone's passing the day that they passed away just because of their political views. Definitely a very interesting situation, that is for sure, but for the most part, I have been seeing majority of people all across social media, posting their favorite Chuck Norris memes and talking about how Chuck Norris has impacted their life for the better and just how much Chuck Norris has meant to them in their lives. But then there's also, of course, the people that are essentially celebrating his passing just because of his political views. So very interesting, and I'm just really curious to know your thoughts about all.
Well, it's very disgusting and it's very repulsive. I have friends that are left-leaning. I have friends that are even progressive. I lean more conservative. The one thing we all have in common, though, is we would never, ever in a billion years celebrate if the other person lost their life, all because we hated their political guy. Like seriously, we've lost humanity. We've lost the freaking plot with this. It's disgusting, to the point where people are spreading rumors. Like, just listen to this clip of the person I told you about before.
I was unaware that he's done some fuck shit, some really fucked up shit, Jesus. I was unaware he married a 15-year-old when he was in his 30s. I was unaware of the extremely homophobic and racist shit he did too. Thank you, everyone who informed me.
And you notice how she never even showed where she got her information. So these people are willing to spread the most vile and repulsive rumors possible. But I'm flashing on the screen right now where Google stated that that was completely false. Completely false. So these are some deranged, sadistic people that will spread the worst of the worst of the worst rumors on somebody simply because they don't like their political affiliation. And normal people would never do that. I've seen more black people mourn the loss of Chuck Norris than anyone else. They would be the first ones to call him out for being racist. I have never heard of people saying he was racist until after he died. Never heard of anyone say he was a pedophile until after he died. Never heard of anyone saying he was homophobic. Well, except for the Boy Scout stuff, they did say that. But in general, none of my LGBT friends ever said that he was homophobic. This is just disgusting and repulsive, and it needs to be called out. Because no matter what your political beliefs are, you should never, ever be celebrating somebody's death. You should never be spreading the most repulsive rumors possible about someone. Because there could come a time when it hits you, and you're the one being lied to about this stuff.